what makes this Daredevil number 1 the same as this one, and this one, and this one, and in the same series as this one, and this one? And why are there 2 numbers? And how do they connect? So this is Marvel Legacy. So basically, just a quick run through. Each comic is separated out in volumes based on their year, not necessarily their author or artist, although in more recent years, such as Daredevil, which has been restarted 5 times in the past decade, and has 9 volumes, becoming convoluted in the past few years, has created a new run every time the character changes hands, pretty much, for the most part. Note that this one is Here Comes, well, you can't see it because there's a sticker, but Here Comes Daredevil, the Man Without Fear. It's still considered a volume of the Daredevil series, despite the fact that it isn't just Daredevil, even though there's the Daredevil comic, Daredevil Man with, Here Comes Daredevil Man Without Fear, and Here Comes Daredevil, and also this one with little spiky horns on the D. Despite the fact that their titles are different, they're still in the same volume characterization, so that would be, this one is volume 4, I think, out of 9 volumes, and so this one is volume 1, even though it's not just Daredevil, and these are. But now that that's out of the way, we're here to talk about Marvel Legacy, and how that's relevant. Basically, Marvel Legacy, in line with all new, all different Marvel, and Fresh Start, is a relaunch and rebranding of several of the most popular characters, including, not Brand Egg, also Daredevil, and Spider-Man, and Fantastic Four, Iron Man, Hulk, all the most popular, X-Men too. So unlike Marvel Now, but not Marvel Now 2.0, which I'm not going to be touching on, Legacy and Fresh Start was an aim to embrace the original characters. So this reset several timelines, storylines. For example, original Wolverine, back from the dead, brought back Jean Grey, brought back the Richards. With Fresh Start, reinstated characters like Tony Stark, Steve Rogers, Logan, Odinson, and Bruce Banner as their original characters, whose aliases is previously changed in the comics. Not confusing, right? I know you're following. And don't even get me started on Spider-Man one more day. There's a video I like on it by Huggies. I'll link it in the description. It's really good. There are more restarts, but you get the gist of it. How did this change the numbering system? Why do I have a Marvel Legacy comic that says 595? How does that make sense? Basically, all the characters included in Marvel Legacy reverted to their original numbering system, which also, coincidentally, lots of issues were hitting landmark numbers, such as Daredevil 600. So this was an excuse for Marvel to pump out an astonishing amount of more expensive, longer issues that had irrelevant variant covers. Alright, so this is like the regular cover of number 600 Marvel Legacy of Daredevil, and then, you know, there you go, it's Thor, which makes no sense. It's the Mighty Thor variant. So basically, I think every character got their variant for whatever comic. Eventually, they would gradually restart comics to revert them to a numbering system that made sense for each volume. This is the newest volume of Daredevil, number 9. So you see, it's number 1, but also right under it, it has the Legacy number. So it's like identified LGY number, and then it says the number. So technically, it's 662 of the original Here Comes Daredevil, the Man Without Fear comic. That's Marvel's roundabout way of resetting the timeline that completely fucked up so that people would buy comics again. So that's Marvel Legacy.